Welcome to the Chronicles of Wander. We invite you today to explore Milan. Milan is an international metropolis that amazingly well combines the ancient with the modern, and is sometimes disregarded in favor of other cities like Rome, Florence, and Venice. This place is a paradise for art and culture, with everything from imposing cathedrals to renowned museums to trendy fashion boutiques and design shops. Let's explore the city's top 5 sites, what you definitely shouldn't miss. Duomo, Cathedral of Milano. Any visitor to Milan will never forget the masterpiece of architecture that is the Duomo, the cathedral at the center of the city. When coming from Galleria Vittorio Emanuele or getting off the metro, the thousands of well-carved statues and spires make for an amazing scene, resembling a marble forest. Not surprisingly, the Duke of Milano John Galeazzo Visconti ordered its construction, which started in 1386 and took about 500 years, as a representation of the magnificence and majesty of the city. The largest and most decorated Gothic structure in Italy is Milan's Duomo, which is 157 meters long and 108 meters high at the top of the main spire. The statue of the Madonnina, a beloved symbol by both Milanese and visitors, is made of pink-hued white marble from a dedicated mine. Not only is the Duomo the biggest Gothic structure in the world, but you can walk on its rooftop. It is highly recommended to make a visit to the terraces in order to take in the breathtaking view of the city and the distant mountains. We recommend exploring the area beneath the historic vaults, but you'll also enjoy staring up at the Duomo in wonder, as it's the only church in the world with statues that reach the heavens perched on its columns. Not to mention the intrigue of the 1,000-year-old ruins beneath the church's parvis, which had seen the exploits of Augustine and Ambrose. Castello Sforzesco. How many fairy tales begin like this? Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a young prince who lived in a castle. Milano is home to Castello Sforzesco, one of the biggest castles in Europe, which is itself like a fairy tale. This massive complex has served as a military barracks, a ducal mansion, and a defensive castle throughout history. The castle grounds are fascinating in and of themselves, with large courtyards, massive walls, a moat, towers. Entrance is free except for the museums, crenulated walls, and the verdant Parco Sempione. Today, its magnificent interior is home to Milano's municipal museums and other cultural institutions. The earliest core of the castle, known as the Castello di Porta Giovia, was built between 1358 and 1368 and served primarily as a military defensive complex for Duke of Milano, as well as a place of residence. The Castello grew over the ages to become one of Europe's principal military citadels in the 17th century. This was the workspace of Leonardo da Vinci around the close of the 15th century. On the 500th anniversary of his passing, the public was able to view his well-known wall mural in the Sala degli Assi following a thorough restoration. Since 1896, the Castello Sforzesco has housed one of the largest art collections in the city and is currently home to multiple municipal museums. The Museum of Decorative Arts has one of the finest collections of ceramics, the collection of musical instruments is one of the largest in Europe, and the Raccolta di Mobili features furniture from the 15th century. Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. Every house has a living room, which serves as the best room in the house and a location to greet guests. The beautiful Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II, built in the 19th century by renowned architect Giuseppe Mingoni, is Milano's own enormous drawing room. Wandering about the Galleria is a common activity and a method for Milanese residents to experience the city's pulse. Staying put and chatting with passers-by is unquestionably required in this magnificent covered arcade that connects the Duomo to Teatro, alla Scalla. Originally intended to be a porticoed walkway, it quickly transformed into a showcase for upscale retailers, as well as a location for a casual walk or aperitif following the opera. The Galleria is the oldest shopping center in Italy, and it has managed to hold onto its shine thanks to its exquisite mosaics and magnificent embellishments surrounding windows and balconies. The classic white tablecloth restaurants, the eateries of celebrity chefs, legendary locations like the Camperino Bar, and the iconic Bacca Art Bookstore are contrasted with the arcade's luxury brand shops, which could easily compete with those in Via Monte Napoleone or Via della Spiga. Don't forget to participate in an age-old city custom after some retail therapy, coffee, or a traditional Milanese risotto while seated at the tables beneath the vault. Turn your heel 3 times over the mosaic depicting the bull's testicles, which symbolize the Turin coat of arms, on the floor of the magnificent central octagon of the gallery to bring good fortune. Navigli. A popular neighborhood in Milan known for its eccentric appeal and exciting nightlife, Navigli is a terrific area to hang out. Take a stroll along the banks of the Naviglio Grande and the Naviglio Pavis, stopping for a drink, or some shopping at the numerous independent and artisan stores along the way, as you head south of the city towards the impressive basilicas of San Eustorgio and San Lorenzo alle Colonne, another popular nightlife area. Originally, the Navigli were artificially constructed, navigable canals utilized for agriculture, as well as the transportation of passengers and commodities. The marble blocks used to build the Duomo were brought directly into the heart of the city via these same waters. The renowned Palazzi di Ringhiera, which are tenements with shared balconies, in the region are a sight to behold. They transport visitors back to the earlier days of Milano, when residents would walk along the wrought iron balconies on the top floors of the facades to go to their dwellings. Several art galleries and artisan craft stores can be found in the district. At night, the lights from the numerous clubs and restaurants show and reflect in the canals, making this the city's most popular area for outdoor dining. Teatro alla Scala. The most well-known opera house in the world, Teatro alla Scala in Milan is a must-visit location for lovers of art and music. This sacred building has been walked by many of the opera singers, actors, conductors, dancers, and directors who have made history, including Verdi and Luchino Visconti. They have presented the finest in international arts. However, this was not always the case. Architect Giuseppe Piermerini built La Scala in under 2 years, and at that time it fulfilled a variety of purposes, including housing a gambling den for Milanese bourgeoisie for a while. Within a short period of time, it was the world's most fashionable and copied theater, and over the years, it underwent numerous renovations. Which is your favorite site in Milan? Have we missed anything? Write down in the comments, and thanks for watching.